Kim Sit, and in this video I'm going to talk about my end of week 10 best breath ever experiment 2018. My best breath ever experiment 2018. So far I haven't experienced the best breath yet where I spend 365 days without refined sugars and flours. Now, I think the second part of my declaration there was not clearly spoken, especially to family members. When I was at Chinese New Year, my mother had made me something with flour, and thinking that, oh, there's no excess sugar in anything, we'll use some substitutes, a lo hong guo. Really wonderful. And I thank my family for doing that. And I think for myself, I need to clearly communicate what my intentions are, especially to myself and then to others. So I don't think that I've communicated clearly the refined flour part. Although I have been doing well for myself, although on some occasions I've had gnocchi, which would have had some semolina flour in it, as well as one time eating a rice noodle. Now, I've learned a lot more information has come in through to my consciousness through the medical medium books, resources that I've been listening to and reading. And there's just a lot of information. I won't say it's conflicting. It is conflicting, actually, with what I've learned in the alternative functional medicine kind of category of medicine or nutrition. And that's kind of thrown out my awareness of how I thought autoimmune diseases were, cancers, how they start. I think that in everything that we read or come across, we need to have an open mind, but also a critical mind, a curious mind. How's that? Of, oh, if this, then what about this? I'll give you an example. He says that there is a fruit fear amongst people, that there's too much sugar in our diets. And as I read and hear more about what he has to say about the fruit fear, meaning that people are afraid and trendy diets are, such as the ketogenic diet, are introducing a whole lot of fats, which he discussed in also a way that it could be too much, and that the sugar in fruit is bad for us is not true, and that our brains need glucose. It needs sugar in order to function properly. He points out that if we ever ate a brain, some cultures will eat brains, animal brains, and they will report that that brain tastes sweet. And the reason for that is because there's lots of glucose. So through the years, I've learned that, oh, sugar is bad, even in fruit, because fruit has been hybridized and it's been bred now throughout the years to be a lot sweeter, to have a lot more, to be bigger, for example. And as you may also have noticed, some fruit does not have seeds, which is really strange, right? Genetically modified that way. But he pointed out that fruit is not to be feared, and that we need the fruit for antioxidants and so much more. That all the fruits offer a spiritual lesson. He's got a book out called Life-Changing Foods. You may want to go check that out. If it's at the library, just check that out. If it's really appealing to you, I mean, you can purchase it, but he's got lots of information there. And for me, to take things with a grain of salt, but I just find that it's the information that I've got from him has been fascinating. So going back to my best breath ever experiment, what I've been doing is I've been juicing celery in the morning. It's been about a couple of weeks now. In these couple of weeks, I've just missed 2 days, and very grateful for my friend who lent me her old juicer. It's been awesome. And drinking celery juice, it's very alkalizing, very, very alkalizing. I also put in an apple if it's too much. I share with my son. And another thing that I've reintroduced is wild blueberries. I used to have a lot of that, but then ever since the fruit fear, now I noticed that, yes, I was also into the mentality of too much fruit, and then I wouldn't eat too much fruit, such as bananas, because they're really sweet. But he points out that there's very beneficial qualities of bananas that help with things such as colitis and other conditions. So I've brought that back into my life. So what have I noticed? You know what? Not too much yet. I feel that I've been sleeping in a little bit too much and still being tired. It's about 6.5 out of 10, my energy level when I get up. And I really love getting up because that's my time to thrive. It's my hour of power. And thankfully, it's been daylight savings till today. I got up earlier and the sun still has not come up. And that I find is the best time for silence, to communicate with the universe, with God, to listen, to be still, to be nourished by that silence. I think we all need it, and especially in the morning where there are secrets to be told. Do not go back to sleep. Do not go back to sleep, at least for myself. Do not go back to sleep. And I find that the rest of my day always goes on a little bit better. I can center myself and come back to that peace throughout the day if I wake up in the morning and start it off that way. Right, so in terms of the body, still kind of fluffy, and I've noticed still very tired, but that again may have to do with other things such as getting up with my son and needing to clean the bed in the middle of the night, him yelping at the night, and other things, and just being well. There's always life is a juggle with many things. So focus, be present, be grateful for what you have, and realize what gifts you have, and remember to share them. Okay, so that is, let's see, was there anything? Oh yes, I had stomach bugs, right? And just a sense of not feeling all that great. So trying to center myself and taking care of myself so I can offer that better side of me where I'm pure energy going here and there helping others. Yeah, you have to take care of yourself. So remember that. That's my report for this week. So that was the end of week 10. I mean, we're a few days in already, since it's already Tuesday at the time of recording, March 12th. And I'm looking forward to the rest of the year, day by day, moment by moment. Thanks so much for joining in. You take care, and at any time you have any questions, any comments, please reach out to me. I love hearing from you. What can you do today to make it a better day for yourself? I'll leave you with that question. Take care. Until next time, have fun.